Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Shaniva Early, your craft doctor, and I'm here with my next video. And I'm surrounding this video by this Anna Griffin concentric die. This is one of the parts of the kit that came with this is the 5.5 by 5.5, and this is the 5 by 5, and these are all the concentric dies that came with it. So what I decided to do today for my project is make the triple easel card that Crafter's Companion brought out. They have concentric dies that are on auto ship on HSN, and excuse me, they're doing a triple easel. And they're saying is some new technology where you can use their dies because they're thicker to go cut through two pieces of paper and make your easel card, a triple easel. So what I decided to do was take Anna Griffith's dies with some of her supplies and do the same thing and see if I can accomplish what they accomplish, because they're using the auto ship is circles, and the first set is hearts and the little book, which I'm going to buy that because I've always wanted that little book. But it's hearts and the little book, and then circles and scallops, and we all have those types of things in our arsenal already. And so I just want to bring this on and see how hard or easy we can do it. So what I did was I used 4 of the dies. I used this, not the largest one, but the second one in, and then I used this one, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I didn't use that smaller die, or did I? Oh, I did use the smaller die. I used the smaller die, so I used 5 dies because I used the bigger die to cut out this one, and then down, and then the smallest one that I used that for the inside of the last stopper, so it had decorations. That's why I ended up using that 5th die. So you use one for the actual base, and then you use 1 layer smaller for the matte layer, and then 1 layer smaller for that matte layer. So you're technically using 3 dies for this one, and then you take away the biggest die, and then you use 3 down from this one, take away the biggest die, and do 3 dies for this one. And then this is just me using the smallest die that they have. So I'm using a total of 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm using these 5. I'm not using the biggest one because I just thought that card would be just too big. So let's get started with this. That's enough yammering. Okay, so what I did was, and this is what I did for each 3 levels. So we're going to put the levels together first. So I just got some flowers, Anna Griffin's flowers, some of that paper from that Park Lane. This is some vellum that I got from Anna Griffin when we did the Compendium. No. When we did Create. We got this in our swag bag, and I thought that would look really nice. And this is that top layer. So this needs to be glued together. And then this will be put on here. And then this will stand up on the easel. So we're going to put this all together right quick and make this happen. And I'm going to do this with all 3 of them. So I'm taking this piece and I'm just using it. It's my matte layer for this. And then I'm taking this. And I'm not going towards the end because I don't want you to see the glue. I'm just going kind of towards the middle. So you won't see the glue above the, over the edges of the vellum piece. And this should fit pretty good. Yep, there it is. It fits perfect on this one. If I can get it on there straight. It's a little tilted to the side right here. There we go. Okay. And then this is the actual piece, the card base. So what you do is you just take this piece and you divide it in half. So this is a 4 1/4, so we're going to do 2 1/8 and fold this down, and that's where the stopper for this one is going to go. This is the key to making these work. Put a good crease on your score and make a good crease so this will stay down. Once you add the pieces and stuff to it, it will stay down, but you really have to make it a good score. Okay, and then I'm using liquid glue and my tape runner, mainly because I don't want this to come apart. So you only glue down the bottom part. Don't glue out this whole thing. You only glue where you scored, that bottom line where you scored, okay? You see, and I'm not using a lot of glue, but I'm just using enough that it will make this work. And then I'm just going to match this up together. Match that up together. And the only part that's going to be stuck once this is all matched together is that bottom part. See how that works? And now you see how that's standing up sharp. That is what you want. You want that to stand up sharply. Okay, so I will be right back after I do all of them, because you probably don't want to see all of that again. Okay, so I'm done with that portion of our card. So quick recap. I cut this card base with the second to largest die. I cut a second piece that would do the cover up. I cut another piece that was the vellum, and I used the one size down die to cut this out. And I did that same process 3 times, which gave us these 3 card bases. And now the simplest part of it is putting it together. So what you do is you take this card base here and you decide how you want it. Do you want this to be right here? Let me put this so you can see it, so it can be staggered. And this one right here, so that can be staggered. Or do you prefer it to be like that? I'm going to put it like this only because I have the flowers, and that's how I'm going to do it. So the major part that you have to remember is that the largest die is going to be held up by the next one down. So what do? You decide where you want it, and then that's where your glue or tape will go. Okay, so I want this one to stand up right here, so you can see that, and you can see that from the side, and that's where I want it to stand up. And so I'm going to put this one even with this one right here. I'm just making sure it's kind of even on both sides. This is in a row. And of course it's not. It's a little crooked. There we go. So now this one will stand up, and this one will stand up because the first one is anchoring it, or the second one is anchoring the first one. And then you want to decide where this one will go, and you'll put that one there. So I'm just going to take this, lay it down. I know where to stop my tape. It's right here. And then I'm going to stand this one up to where I want it, and then I will butt this one up to it. And there we go. Now you have a triple easel card. Simple as that. Isn't that fabulous? And they will stay up because they're touching the other one. And when you get ready to give this card, you would lay them all down. Now, you have to decide what type of envelope you want to use. So let's see what the dimensions, because you can make your own envelope. This one is actually a little bit more than a 5x7. It's a little bit more than 7, so I could not use a 5x7 envelope unless or I might be able to, because envelopes are 7.5. So let's see if I have a 5x7 envelope. If this will fit, because that's what you have to remember also, that if it will fit in the envelope. And look at that, it fits in a 5x7 envelope. Perfect. Okay, so let's us finish the decoration part, which is the reason why I cut out that 5th die, remember? Because now we have to decorate this part. And I just did the same thing here. And so I'm just going to add some adhesive to this. I'm going to add some adhesive, and I'm going to layer, which this is the matte layer. This is that 5th die I was telling you about that I used. And I'm matting and layering that. Then I created a little thing that says well done. And I'm going to take my pop dots and I'm just going to pop this up, which will make the stopper that we need to stop the card from flopping down. Okay. Putting a little extra glue as usual. And this here is some Anna Griffin silver with some Wow embossing powder. And it's just going to go right in there. And it's going to hold this 3rd one. I think I want to push it down just a little bit more so I can have a little bit more of a tilt. And it's going to hold this one up. And there we go. So now you see all of them. Nice angles, as it were. And that is the triple easel. Now all I'm going to do is take some of my flowers. Where is all of my flowers? I'm going to take my flowers and I'm going to add them. And you know that Anna Griffin's flowers are stickers. And I'm going to add a flower right here. Making sure I don't go further because I already know that it will fit in a 5x7. And then I'm going to take this flower and I'm going to put this one right here so that one can be seen. And then I'm going to take this flower and I'm going to put this one right here. And I have a little bitty bow that I want to add right on here. Yeah, did I want to add it? I wish this bow was a little smaller. Do I want to add the bow? I'll get a smaller bow, but I want to put a smaller bow on there so that it can be seen. This flower is the mate to that one, which I'm going to actually put right here. And so you can actually decorate it however you like. And then when the person gets it, this is what they'll see. You know what I want to do? I want to use this bow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my tails just a little bit smaller because I really wanted to use this bow right there. And so I'm going to take the bow and I'm adding some 3D glue gel on it. And this is the 3D glue gel that I get from Crafter's Companion. Usually what I do is I place an order with Crafty and Companion, and then when I'm going to put this bow right there because that's where I wanted it to be. When I don't have that extra for shipping, I add on 3D glue gel. And there we are. Look at how cute that is. And you used dyes that was not meant for it, but it turned out fabulous. And all you have to do is, when you get ready, lay these all down and put it right in your envelope. Isn't that fabulous? And you can put a sentiment here or something to dress it up if you like. You can put it on each level if you like. It's up to you. I just like the well done right there. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. And there you have it. Okay, so yeah, let's do that. I want to tip it because I want you to see it. That's how your triple easel die is made. All right, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you watching my videos, and I will see you in the next one.